taste of the real world. I got battered on the North Shore. It gave me comfort when I always knew that. I always knew that you were there for me next door. I lived it hard on the long road. I ran through every single zip code. I get lonely, but I always knew that. I always knew that your heart I could call home.
Alright, what's up mga Kamat Learner? Isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na mga teacher, si Sir Ash. And today, we are going to discuss the third part of the module discussion. And today, para naman sa mga grade 9 students natin. Alright, so this is a continuation on our discussions on the quarter 2 and quarter 1 sa grade 9 modules natin. And that is basically about the quadrilaterals as well as the properties of other quadrilaterals like trapezoids, kite, and the application of that. Ngayon naman, dito sa quarter 3, we will be discussing new topic, and this is all about triangle similarity. So, this is the first discussion or the first chapter na naman sa ganito na topic dito sa geometry sa grade 9. Alright, before we will start, my dear math learners, feel free to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Libre lang yan mga Kamat learners para lagi kayong updated sa ating mga discussion dito sa ating channel Math Teacher Ash. Alright, let us start. Now, the first page is what we call the cover page. Now, anong topic natin for today? This is all about ratio, proportion, and similarity of figures. Napakadali ng topic na ito, my dear math learners. Bakit? Because ang ratio and proportion ay na-discuss na nung kayo ay nasa grade 6 pa lang.
Easy, right?
Okay. Yes, grade 6 pa lamang kayo ay na-discuss na ang ratio and proportion. So, I'm sure this topic will become very handy to you. Alright, now, going to the next page, we have the people behind this module. And disclaimer lamang po mga Kamat learner na hindi pagmamayari ni Sir Ash ang mga dinediscuss natin dito sa channel, because these are owned by the people of the Department of Education. Now, going to the third page, we have the cover title page. On the fourth page, we have the introductory message para sa ating mga mahal na math learners as well as yung mga teachers. Alright, so next is the fifth page, and that is where you will read the objectives of the module. So, ano nga ba ang objectives natin for this day? So, first is to describe a proportion. Napakadali. Apply the fundamental theorems of proportionality to solve problems involving proportion. So, my dear math learners, merong dagdag lang dito konti about the topics that you have learned when you were in grade 6, when you encountered the ratio and proportion topic. But, my dear math learners, napakadali lamang ng topic na ito. I will guarantee you that. Okay. Next is the let us try part, in which, in this part, this is just a pretest whether you have a prior knowledge about the topic, and I hope you do, my dear math learners, because this is already been discussed in the grade 6.
Easy, right?
Yes, easy lang ito. Now, these are questions like 15 questions, but my dear math learners, no pressure at all, because this is just an activity to test whether you have a prior knowledge or stock knowledge about the topic. Next, hindi pala 16, 20 questions pala. Alright! Next, we go to the lesson 1, ratio and proportion. So, if you still remember the definition of ratio, ratio is the comparison of two quantities using division. Meaning, dalawang number na kino-compare mo, that is a ratio. Alright, so ano ba mga example ng ratio? Ratio can be represented in a lot of ways. Number 1, it can be expressed by the word to or is to, A to B or A is to B. It could be by the use of the colon, okay? That A and then colon B. This could be expressed like a fraction, A over B. But remember, B should not be equal to 0. Otherwise, that will become undefined. Okay. So, ratios are usually in simplest form. Remember this, my dear math learners. They are in simplest form. By simplification of fractions, the ratios 6 over 8, 9 over 12, 21 over 28, are equivalent to the ratio 3 over 4. Because 6, 8 pag i-lowest term, si 9, 12 pag i-lowest term, si 21 over 28 pag ni-lowest term, ang lalabas 3/4. Okay. So, ratio can be used to compare 3 or more numbers. Sometimes. We call this extended ratio. So, yun yung mga example nito, yung mga parts ng triangle. Yung A is to B is to C. Ganun. or this can be expressed like this one, A, B, C, with the colons, which means the ratio of the first number to the second number to the third number. Okay? Or A to the C, or the ratio of second to the third. Either way, tatlo sila. Next, we have these examples. So, the ratio of a female to male presidents of the Philippines can be expressed in different forms. So, yun nga sabi nila, 2, ganon, 14, or 2:14. 2 divided by 14, division form. It could be in fraction form, 2/14, or the phrasal form, 2:14, or 2:14. Pwede din yun. Example number 2. If the ratio of the angles of a triangle is 1:2:3, what are the measurements of each angle? Technically, ang napakadali lang nito, my dear math learners. Ang technique nito is i-add mo lang ang given ratios, 1 plus 2 plus 3, and that is 6. Then, you divide the whole measurement of the triangle, which is 180. 180 divided by 6, that is 30. So, therefore, 1 part of it, 2 parts of it, and 3 parts of it. So, 1 part of it is equal to 30. 2 parts of it, so 2 times 30 yan. So, that is 60. And then 3 parts of it, 3 times 30, 90. So, that is 30, 60, 90 measurement. So, we have here 30, 60, and 90. Alright? So, napakadali lang, my dear math learners. Now, let's talk about proportion. Now, in terms of proportion, my dear math learners, this is basically the equality of 2 or more ratios. Okay, so ratio, isang pair lang yun of the comparison of 2 quantities. Pag pinagsama mo yun ng another pair, that is what we call proportion. If and only if they are equivalent. Okay? So, that is what we call proportion. A proportion is an equation showing that 2 ratios are equal. So, pag hindi equal yung dalawang ratio, hindi sila proportion. Okay, so example, if A is to B and C is to D are equal, then we can say that A is to B is equal to C is to D. Or, like this fraction, A over B is equal to C over D. It is read as A is to B as C is to D. Okay. Each number in the proportion is called a term. Okay? So, term. In the proportion A is to B is to C is to D, the terms A and D are what we call the extremes, and the terms C and B or B and C are called the means. Technically, yung nasa loob. Okay? So, ito. Tingnan nyo to dito. A, B, C, D. Ito, di ba? Alright. I hope nakikita nyo yung cursor ko. So, itong mga nasa labas, those are what we call the extremes. Itong nasa loob, ito yung tinatawag na means. We can say that they are a proportion if the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. Ibig sabihin, pag minultiply mo yung mga extremes, tapos minultiply yung mga means, pag pareho sila ng product or yung sagot, therefore, they are what we call proportion. Alright, so we have here the cross product property. So, in a proportion, the product of the extremes equals to the product of the means. Alright, so ganun nga, sinabi ko ngayon lang. Okay? Provided that D is not equal to 0. So, determine whether the equation is a proportion. Okay, so 4 over 10 is equal to 6 over 15. Pag fraction naman, ang ano nito is cross multiplication lang, cross product. Okay? Cross multiplication. So, we have here 6 times 10, that is 60. 4 times 15, that is also 60. Therefore, 4 over 10 and 6 over 15 are proportion. Okay, or is a proportion. Alright, so napakadali lang. Ayun nga. Next, we go here. Example number 4. Solve the value of x in the proportion. Okay, 2:4 is equal to 8:x. Okay, ganito naman, ganun lang din. You can express this into a fraction form. So, 2 over 4 is equal to 8 over x. You can cross multiply. So, 8 times 4, that is 32. Yan. 2 times x, that is 2x. So, divide both sides by 2. And you will have the answer 16. Napakadali lang, my dear math learners. So, question is, what if ganito naman ang pagkakabigay? 3 plus x over x is equal to 4 over 3. So, ganun pa rin, my dear math learners. Ang gagawin mo lang is to cross product them or cross multiply them. So, 3 plus x times 3, that will become 3 times the quantity 3 plus x. So, pag i-simplify mo to, magiging 9 plus 3x. Okay, distribute lang yan. Then, 4 times x, that is 4x. Then, combine like terms ka lang. So, dito, meron ka nakikita may x. Ito, may x. So, ito, ilipat lang sa kabila. So, that will become 4x minus 3x. And the answer is x. So, therefore, the answer for x is equal to 9. Kasi yung 9 ang naiwan. At ayun na nga. Okay, so I hope that is very clear, my dear math learners. Now, applying it to the real-life setting, ito naman, a 150 centimeter rope is to be divided into 3 parts. Okay. That is in the ratio 1:2:3. How long is each part? Of course, one part of that is this ratio. Second part of that is this one. Third part of that is this, 3. So, as what I've said earlier, pag mga ganito na mga kinds of problem, yung mga 3 numbers sa isang ratio, what you can do is you just add them. So, 3 plus 2 plus 1 or 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6. 6 divided by, or 150 divided by 6. So, when you divide 150 divided by 6, the answer is 25. Okay? So, yung 25, that will be the measurement of each part. So, 25 for the first part, okay? Kasi one part lang yun. Then, yung second naman is twice each part. So, twice of 25 is 50. And then, thrice each part is 75. So, you have 25, 50, and 75.
Easy, right?
Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, let's talk about some techniques on how to solve proportion, and this is based on different properties. Okay. So, let's say the original given proportion is this one. W over X is equal to Y over Z. Okay. So, in applying, okay, pareho lang sila ng ano, di ba? Okay, hanggang sa alternation, inverse, addition, and subtraction. Okay. So, if that is the case, ito na yung original proportion natin. Now, if you solve them or you represent them in different way, the answer will still be the same through these different properties. Let's talk about the first property, alternation property. When we say alternation, ibig sabihin, ililipat mo. Okay, alternate mo. Ganun. So, as you can see here, W over X. W nasa taas, X sa baba. Y over Z. Y sa taas, Z sa baba. When we say alternate, pinagpalit mo. Okay, let's say pinagpalit mo si Y at si X. Okay, naging W over Y is equal to X over Z. Pinagpalit mo silang dalawa. Provided that Y and Z are not 0, then the answer or the proportion itself is just equal. Okay, equivalent pa rin sila. Pareho pa rin sila sa madaling salita. Okay, so ganun din, kung si W at si Z pinaglipat mo din, inalternate mo, the answer is still the same. Okay, so ganon ang sinasabi ng alternation property. Now, let's talk about inverse property naman. So, when we say inverse property, my dear math learners, ang gagawin dito is ganito. If these are the two fractions, di ba? So, first fraction, up and down, first fraction, second fraction, up and down. When we say inverse, binaliktad mo. Okay, binaliktad. Parang kinuha mo ang reciprocal. So, pag sabay mo silang binaliktad, the answer is still the same. Okay, so, given in this original proportion, if you change this one, okay, naging XW, binaliktad, si YZ, naging Z over Y, the answer is still the same. Alright, so that is based on the inverse property. Next is through the addition property. Now, of course, from the term itself, addition, kapag mag-add ka. Sa subtraction naman, kapag magma-minus ka. Technically speaking, given with the same original proportion, if you add something in the numerators, the same yung number na inad mo, or when you subtract something in the numerators or in the first part, and you did the same on the numerator of the second ratio, the value will still be the same, or the equivalent will still be the same. Okay, so kahit mag-add ka ng X dyan, okay, and then Y dito, dito naman minus X, and then Y dito, they are just the same. Okay, so kung i-add mo yung denominator or the second ratio to the yung numerator nila, ganun pa rin ang sagot. Okay, and we also have the inverse property. So where K is a constant of proportionality and V is not equal to 0. So let's say meron kang tatlong fraction, tatlong ratio pala. Of course, that is one part of a fraction. Okay, so if you have the ratio, ito, at ito. Now, if you add all the numerators and if you add all the denominators, the K is still the same, meaning the constant of proportionality. So, when you simplify U over V and you simplify W over X and you simplify Y over Z, the answer will still be the same when you simplified u plus w plus y over v plus x plus z. Okay? So, ganun pa rin ang sagot yan. Now, if you want to have more deeper discussion about this topic, I have already discussed this in my playlist, in yung mga Tagalog playlist ko. Okay? So, you can check that out, my dear math learners. Ratio and proportion pa rin ang topic doon. Alright, now let us go to the similarity of figures. So, technically, my dear math learners, when we say similar, kamukha. Okay? So, kamukha. So, isa itong counterpart sa lesson sa grade 8, which is what we call congruence. Diba? When we say congruence, pareho talaga. Pareho ang angles, pareho ang sides. Dito sa similarity, pareho dapat ang angles, pero yung sides, you could have it proportional lang. Okay? So, when the angles are congruent and the sides are proportional to the other given figure, then the two figures are similar. Okay. So, we have here convex polygons, okay, are similar if and only if corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are proportional. Take note of the word and. Hindi pwedeng yung angles lang ang equal tapos yung sides hindi proportional. Hindi yun. Hindi pwedeng yung sides lang ang proportional tapos yung angles hindi equal. Mali din yun. So, it should be both. Angles are congruent or equal, sides are proportional. When we say proportional, katulad lamang yan sinabi dito sa inverse property. Now, when you simplify them, when you get the simplification of the sides, or the ratio of the sides, the lowest term is still the same. Okay, example, we have here. We will check whether they are similar. So, let's check first with the angles. 60, teka, palakihin natin, parang medyo ano yata. Ayan. So, we have here 60, 80, 60, 80, 110, 110, 110, 110. Okay, they have equal angles. Okay, equal angles in two given quadrilaterals. Now, let's talk about the sides. Are they proportional? 5, 2/5. At 5, 2.5. Half. 4, 2. Half. 2.5, 1.25. Half also. 3, 1.5. Half din. Okay, so therefore, since lahat ng ratio ng mga sides are proportional, they follow the same K or the constant, and the angles are equal, then we can say that quadrilateral ABCD is similar to quadrilateral PQRS.
Easy, right?
Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. So, yun nga, mga corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides have the same ratio. Alright. So, ito yung symbol natin sa similar. Alright? Similar. Now, how about this? Solve for the value of x and y given that the two triangles are similar. Okay, so binaliktad. Sinabi na agad na itong dalawang triangles daw ay similar, pero ano yung measurement ng x dito? Okay, so basically, my dear math learners, ang gagawin mo lang dito is to get the pair of the complete given. Okay, so ito blanco. Ito given pero blanco ito. So you will pair them. Itong nakatayo dito. Okay, so may unknown y. Itong sa baba, the base 14. Ito, unknown, x. Okay, pero dito, hypotenuse, 12. Ito naman, 8. So, kompleto sila. 12, 8. Okay. Or pwede din 8, 12. So, 8 over 12 can be simplified by 4, right? So, this will become 2/3. So, 2/3 dapat ang magiging proportion nila. So, when you get the proportionality of this, you can get the pair by this one, my dear math learners. Okay? So, since ito palaki dito, di ba? Palaki. Okay, so you can just multiply this by 2, divide it by 3. Okay, so 14 kasi 2/3 yun, di ba? Ang constant natin. So 14 times 2, that is 28 divided by 3. Ganon. So it cannot be divided. Okay, ganito na lang. Okay, para mas madali, i-pairing na lang natin sila. Okay, ito, i-pair. Okay, yan. So let's solve this one at a time. Alright, ganon na lang. So, ganito yan siya. When we pair them, okay, ito yung tatlo. Let's pair this first, okay? Yan. Para mas clear. Okay, let's make this simpler para sa inyo. So, you just apply cross multiplication. Ayan. Okay? So, 6 times 8, that is 48. Then, 48 divided by 12, that is 4. Alright. So, yun nga. 4 ang sagot. So, therefore, our y is equal to 4. Now, nasagot na natin ang y. How about x? So, ito namang pair na ito ang gagamitin natin. 8 over 12 is equal to 14 over x. So, ganun pa rin. 12 and 14. So, 12 times 14, that is 168. I-divide mo yan siya by 8 and the answer is 21. So, therefore, you have already answered the 4 and the 21.
Easy, right?
Easy lang talaga. Oh, now, let's take the similarity, okay? Ito yung scale factor na sinasabi ko kanina, 2/3. So, let's go back here muna, okay? The scale factor. Scale factor ang tawag doon, yung constant of proportionality nila. Okay, so as you can see, ito si y natin ay 4. Okay, 4. 4 and 6. So, alam na natin na 2/3, di ba? 4 and 6. Ano ba ang lowest term ng 4, 6? When you divide them by 2, the answer will be 2/3. Okay? Now, ito, 14 and 21. Ano ang common ratio, common factor nila is 7, right? If you divide 14 and 21 by 7, the answer will become 2/3. So, the scale factor is 2/3 for this given figure. So, ganon ang idea ng scale factor. Okay? So, you scale up, larger figure measurement over smaller figure measurement. Scale down, small figure measurement over larger figure measurement. Either way, the answer is still the same. So, yun nga, kanina, pinakita na. Okay? So, this one is scale down papunta dito. Ito naman ay scale up papunta dito. Alright. So, yan, MP. So, 2/3. Sabi ko nga, 2/3. 3/2 na pala ito. Kung ano naman, a large papunta kay small. Okay. So, ganon. So, 2/3 and 3/3. So, the scale factor of MNP to APC is 2/3, while the scale factor of MNP to ABC is 3/2. Okay? They have just the same. I think there is something wrong here. Yun nga, nabaliktad nila. So, mula kay maliit, papunta kay malaki, the answer is 2/3. Mula kay malaki, papunta kay maliit, the answer is 3/2. Now, medyo may na mali dito ng typographical error ito. So, bigger man si ABC, right? Okay, so bigger to smaller. So, this is smaller to bigger. Dapat ito yung 3/2. Okay? Then, ito naman, smaller. Yun nga eh. So, 2/3. So, ito naman, scale down ito. Yun nga, scale down formula. So, scale down itong 2/3 natin. So, this should be ABC to MNP. Medyo mayroong typographical error lang dito sa module. So, I hope makita nyo yan, my dear math learners. Okay? Baka ma-confuse kayo. So, baliktad ito ha. This is triangle ABC to triangle MNP. Okay? And then, ito tama ito. MNP to ABC is 3/2. Alright, now let us go to example number 10. If a map is drawn to the scale of 1 cm but is to 190 kilometers and the distance between two towns measures 6 centimeters on the map, what is the approximate distance between two towns? Of course, ang 1 cm daw ay 190 kilometers. So, 190, multiply mo lang yan kay 6, that is the answer. 1,140. Alright, napakadali my dear math learners. Right? Okay, easy lang talaga. Now, let us practice. Okay, so ito naman, always, sometimes, and never similar. Okay, so let's check this one. Two equilateral triangles, always. Two right triangles, sometimes. Okay, two isosceles triangles, sometimes. Okay, two squares, always. Two rectangles, always. Two rhombuses, sometimes. Bakit, Sir Ash, bakit napakadali mong makasabi ng ganon? Remember this, my dear math learners, na si always is yung angles congruent. Okay? So, when we are talking about two equilateral triangles, the angles will always be 60, 60, 60. Okay? So, maliit man ang triangle or malaki man ang triangle, since they are equilateral, the angles will always be 60. Tama? Sa equilateral triangle. So, it will be always. So, always similar talaga sila. Sa right triangle naman, ito hindi. Bakit? Kasi, meron tayong mga right triangle na, si right triangle, tinatawag lang na right triangle because may 90 degrees doon. Pero yung dalawang acute angle niya, pwedeng maging 30, 60, 90. Pwedeng maging 45, 45, 90. So, technically, may mga times na pwede, may mga times hindi. So, sometimes tayo doon. Isosceles triangles, two sides are equal. May mga sides na it could be similar to another. Pero hindi ito nagper-pertain parate sa angles. It pertains to sides. Therefore, sometimes lang. Two triangles. So, maliit na triangle with a malaki na triangle. Ang angles parati ng mga, two squares. Pag square naman ang pinag-uusapan, palaging 90 degrees sa mga angles doon. So, therefore, always. Rectangles naman, always din. Okay? Si rhombuses, in terms of angles, hindi yun siya parati. So, sometimes tayo doon. Two isosceles trapezoids, sometimes. Okay? Sometimes. Kasi may times naman, hindi naman nakaset yung angle parati ng trapezoid na ganito ang measurement sa mga base angles at ano. Isosceles triangle and a scalene triangle, never. Okay, never. Bakit never? Because in an isosceles triangle, two angles are equal. In a scalene triangle, no angles are equal. Right triangle and scalene triangle, sometimes pwede. Because a scalene triangle can be a right triangle. Example, 30, 60, 90 is a scalene triangle. Alright. An equilateral triangle and equiangular triangle, always. Okay, so napakadali lang nito, my dear math learners. Now, let us go here. Which of the following is or correct is or equivalent forms of the proportion x over y is equal to z over w? Check if the item is equivalent, x if it is not equivalent. Okay, so cross multiply x w, y z, check. Then, ito naman x, si y at z. Okay, in-alternate lang, check. Ito naman w, x. Okay, alternate lang din ito. Check. Ito naman, inad sa denominator. Yes, that is check. Ito naman, xw. And zy. Ito, mali na ito. Okay? Hindi mo pwedeng i-change ito. Ilipat itong nasa dalawang denominator. That will have a different story. Now, how about here? Proportion. Use the proportion. So, this is 5y. Of course, this will be 8x. 8y. 8y. Okay. So, si 8y. Teka, hirap ito. Si 8y, papunta dito, di ba? So, magiging 5 over x. Yan. Then, ito naman, x over x plus y. So, magiging 5 over 5 plus 8. 8 over 5. Dali lang yan. Y over x. Y over x. Alright. Next, triangles are similar. Ito. Okay. ONG, LIM. Scale factor. Scale factor nito. Ito. ONG. So, maliit papunta kay malaki. So, therefore, we go with 9 over 3. Okay. So, bigger tayo. So, bigger is 9, 3. So, 9 over 3, that is 3. LM, ano daw measurement ni LM? So, times 3 ka lang dito, di ba? So, 3 times 3, naging 9. 5 times 3 lang tayo, magiging 15. Ayan. 4 times 3 tayo, magiging 12. Very easy. Perimeter, add all this 1. Perimeter LIM, add all this 1. The ratio, of course, sinabi ko na, yung sagot dito at sagot dito, i-fraction form mo lang yon, and that is already the ratio. Napakadali lang, my dear math learners. Now, let us practice solve each problem. Ito naman is where you will show your solutions. Okay? A boy wishes to divide a board 28 centimeters long into 3 pieces. Okay, so 1, 2, and 4. Find the length of each piece. So 4 plus 2, that is 6 plus 1, 7. So 28 divided by 7, that is 4. So this will be 4, this will be 8, and this will be 16. Easy! Next, we have the same concept lang din. Ibibigay ko na yan sa inyo. The sides of the triangle are 8, 15, and 18. What is the shorter side? The shorter side of a same triangle is 10. So, Ito yung 8 and 10 ang pairing. Okay. So, that will be, ano yan? 8/10 is 4/5 na scale factor. Okay. So, 15, ito, cross-multiply mo lang. So, 15 times 10 divided by 8. Yun yung sagot. Isa naman, 18 times 10. Okay, and then, ang sagot to 180 divided by 8. Yun din ang sagot. Very simple, my dear math learner.
Easy, right?
Yes, easy lang talaga. Find the scale factor. O, ito, 4/12, 4, 12, 20, 5, 15, 25. So, 4, 15, 12, 50. Okay, binigay na. Ito na. Simplified. 4 and 5. 4, 5. 4, 5. Ang map of Davao City, 1 centimeters is 2.5 kilometers. So, pag 12, ano naman ang actual ng 12 kilometers? So, ilang value ba ang kailangan ng 0.5 para umabot sa 12? That is 24. So, that will be 24 centimeters. Okay. So, anyway, ito naman, kayo nang sumagot ito. I'm sure kayang-kaya nyo na yan. My dear math learners, if you do have some questions about this topic, you can put it in our comment section below. I will always answer all of your inquiries. Alright. Now, let us go to the let us remember. Ito na yung conclusion ng ating mga naging topic for today. And then, after that, you have the post-test. So, you will try to answer this on your own. Try your best because this is where na kung saan kinonsider na ni module na marami na kayong natutunan about the topic. Alright, so these are 20 questions, A, B, C, D lamang po ito. And then after that, you have the scale drawing about your house. Okay? So, you can use tape measure, floor area of your house. Okay? So, you can do this one as your maybe project. Alright. So, after that, these are the rubrics on how they will grade your performance about this one. And then, you have now the let us reflect. So, of course, like, heart, and sad. Like, if you have 3 things you have learned about the lesson. Heart is that how you will apply to real-life situation and terms of the concept na natutunan nyo, and sad if you have one question about the topic. So, my dear math learners, I hope marami kayong natutunan for today. And if you do have some confusion, feel free to message me, my dear math learners. I hope naka-like na kayo, naka-subscribe na kayo sa ating videos for today. This is still your free access YouTube educator, Math Teacher Ash. And always remember, masarap matuto ng mathematics kapag marami tayong nagsasama-sama, my dear math learners. God bless, keep safe, and always smile. Alright!
I got a taste of the real world. I got battered on the North Shore. It gave me comfort when I always knew that. I always knew that you were there for me next door. I lived it hard on the long road. I ran through every single zip code. I get lonely, but I always knew that. I always knew that your heart I could call home, and nothing could ever stand in our way.